Hi there, and welcome to the Life After Losses video blog. This is live from New Orleans, so you'll notice that my eyeline might be a little different as I'm going through this. I'm on the road using different equipment. There is a trolley line that runs right outside my hotel, so we may hear that. Hopefully that will not impact the quality of what you're getting. But anyway, I used to live in New Orleans, and I moved about 14 years ago. And brings back a lot of memories, but it's also I noticed a lot of differences as I was driving in. So just a little bonus content for you. So anyway, this is entry number 163, emotional healing, healing emotional scars. Excuse me. Now last weekend I was in New York City to see the off-Broadway premiere of Wounded. And as you may know, I'm on the board of directors for the Del Shores Foundation, and our very first playwright winner also wrote Wounded. And being in New York was an opportunity to, one, celebrate our first winner, and two, celebrate and support the foundation's cause. Now, as you might assume from the title, the play had to do with being wounded and the scars left in these characters' lives as a result. And ultimately how they reacted to those wounds, pushing them down certain paths in their lives. And I won't give a review of the play in this space. I'll leave that to the professionals. But I was struck by and reminded of the wounds and scars that we have in our lives. And the wound of a broken heart is, with the loss of someone, is one of the most difficult that we can possibly heal from. My body has plenty of scars on it that are visible from scrapes, scratches, cuts, burns. A lifetime of being a klutz, basically, or invincible child running through plate glass windows. Each scar does have its own memory, and three of them share one of the mentioned one memory. See the aforementioned plate glass reference. Now, those scars are recognizable, and they are part of me. And then, of course, we have the wounds and scars that nobody sees. Those emotional wounds, from being picked on in middle school, to losing your husband, to losing another one, to... I'm projecting here, aren't I? I apologize. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like the characters in the play, the events happening around us and to us that wound us. And how we react and tend to those wounds is important. And do we wind up with a big scar or an open festering wound? Or do we wind up with a micro scar because we tended to the wound? Those emotional wounds need the same kind of care as those physical ones, and it's a journey of healing that takes both courage and vulnerability. Just as a doctor might stitch a wound or apply a bandage, we should also take steps to nurture our emotional scars toward healing. And now you know me. The first thing I always suggest to anyone: you have to acknowledge and validate the pain. Look, emotional wounds, they're often brushed under the carpet with a move on or get over it attitude. But healing starts when we validate our feelings and acknowledging that it's okay to hurt. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel lost. It's not judging our feelings. It's like giving a nod to the bruise and saying, okay, I see you, but it'll be okay. And it's okay that you're here. The suggestion I have is to seek help. Just as we might see a doctor for a physical wound, seeking support for emotional wounds is crucial. This could be the form of therapy, counseling, simply finding a listening ear when a friend or a family member. It's about creating a support system that allows for the emotional expression without judgment. Remember, even the strongest warriors have their comrades. And don't forget about self-compassion and being kind to yourself. Often we're our own worst critics. I know I am. And we berate ourselves for feeling certain emotions, so, adding insult to the injury. Practicing self-compassion is like applying a soothing balm to these wounds. It means you're treating yourself with the same kind of kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend in pain. Why do we find it so difficult to do that for ourselves? You also need an outlet for your emotions. Healing also involves finding the right outlet for your emotions. This could be through a creative expression like writing, painting, which I tried, music, which I also tried, and other physical activities like hiking and yoga or dancing. These activities aren't just distractions; they're channels for processing and expressing what we're feeling inside. And we also need to reframe the narrative and peel back that BS, that belief system that puts us where we are. I mean, how we talk to ourselves about how our wounds are significantly impacts our healing journey. Instead of being trapped in a narrative of victimhood, we need to try to find a story of survival and strength. I did that by writing Life After Losses and sharing my journey. We do this in my happiness coaching. This isn't about denying the pain. It's about changing the perspective to see the growth and resilience that can and has come from it. The old adage is time heals all wounds. And just like physical scars, emotional ones also take time to heal. And there's no set timeline or deadline. Y'all know this, or at least you should, how much I loathe someone else's timeline. Healing is a process. It's not a race. So you have to be patient with yourself. Allow yourself the time to grieve, to feel, to gradually heal. And at the end of the day, like the characters in Wounded, our reactions to those emotional scars shape our paths forward. And unlike the characters in that play, we can heal and transform these scars into stories of resilience and hope by tending to our wounds with care, understanding, and patience. So I hope the quality of the video wasn't too much of a distraction to the message. Take care of your wounds. Until next time.